Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your week in Pokemon. We're going to start this video out with a strong Cheeto It has sold for $87,000 from Golden Auctions. That's how we're starting this week's video. I'm being a little ridiculous because it's a little ridiculous, don't you think? Anyways, guys, welcome back. I just wanted to go over some quick stuff for the week. Not too much happened, other than some Twitter drama. But let's get right into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check out the Pokemon Center. As you can see, not much has changed, but there is some large changes coming up in the future, which might put your eye on this particular box. I'm just saying, it's at MSRP. Not a bad thing to pick up. We still have some build and battle Astral Radiance available, and the Terrapogos premium collections, not too bad considering the amount of packs you get for, the current state of the market. But that's pretty much it on the Pokemon Center. Nothing too crazy, just kind of showing you what's going on here. First thing up, PSA. PSA has changed their standards on grading. They're now being much stricter on PSA 10s. So that means that we should see a lot less PSA 10s in the market. Don't mind this lovely video here. I'm sure that's not going to get me age restricted. But yeah, so the big change is that it used to be like 35, 65 on the front, and you could still possibly get a 10. It looks like they have made it to where it's 55, 45, and this is probably due to the. Let me bring this down so you actually can see it on the screen here, or maybe you can't. Yeah, it looks like you can't. You're gonna have to take my word for it. But right here, it says right below, right where you can't see it, it says 45, 55% on the front to qualify for a PSA 10. I'll add a little sticker right on the front of what it actually says. So yeah, PSA a lot harder. This is probably in response to the fact that there are so many different people sending in PSA cards from GameStop. This is causing a huge problem with them. With just they're basically looking for reasons to send out nines. So it's going to be a lot harder. PSA is still worth it, but this has actually caused an explosion of interest into another grading company that that I love and that I shill for, Tag Grading. Now, Tag is kind of in a situation here because they've actually changed. Let me see if I can pull it up here. They've actually changed the way that they handle grading going forward. So their pricing models have changed. Now you have to have a 20 card minimum to send them in. There is no more submission kits. They are currently sold out. And if you want to do the regular thing, you have to do $25 per card. It used to be 15, and the days needed has pretty much doubled. I currently have some tags out in grading right now. I'm working on a video to show you guys, and that stuff is like way overdue. They're definitely getting inundated with interest, which is causing a lot of delays for the actual grading. So just a heads up, Tag is still worth it in my opinion, but it is going to take a lot longer. And if you want that value, you're going to have to send in a lot more cards in one submission. So let's go ahead and just review what they've said about this little situation they have here. A post from Tag. To our valued customers and supporters, Tag's mission is to provide card grading with the highest level of detail, transparency, and consistency. We are humbled by the overwhelming demand which has exceeded our short-term strategic plans and reinforced what we believed in the market's acceptance to support our efforts. Over the last 30 days, daily customer submissions have surged by an unprecedented 471%. They're getting 5 times the amount of cards. So what this has led to is a huge delay, like I said earlier. They're basically saying how they need to put an additional 500,000 into equipment just to handle this, as well as hire 30 new team members, which is an awesome problem to have for any company. Hey man, I got too much work. I need to hire more people. Good for them. But yeah, they're really getting a lot of interest in the market, and it's looking great for them. Now, let's talk about the market. Some situations been going on. Some different investors, some different retailers, some different vendors, and some different collectors have all been kind of going at it over this last week. So, PokeNE had a video where he kind of targeted Pokedeals Nerd Danny, and she didn't do anything wrong, but PokeNE is a little sensitive to certain rumors and leaks. And so if we go back down a little bit here, Let me see if we can find it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump forward to the thing now. Aha, I found it. Okay, so here it is. Poke Deals Nerd Danny had posted on March 3rd. Confirmed reprints coming very soon. Paldea Evolved booster boxes, Obsidian Flame booster boxes, Twilight Masquerade booster boxes, Surging Sparks booster boxes, and Paldean Fates booster bundles. Now, obviously, this is a big deal because a lot of these sets are like getting a lot older. Paldea Evolved and Obsidian Flames are almost 2 years old. They're kind of out of the print cycle. So seeing this come up in a market right now with how many different things need to be printed, kind of shocking, and it led to a lot of scrutinizing and basic suspicion. So that led to Pokéne, everyone's favorite YouTuber, Japanese retailer for all things Pokemon, basically coming out and making a video saying, hey guys, this is a bunch of baloney. You can't believe this. So in response, we saw, let me see here. We saw this. Eli. This was like maybe 5 hours after the video was uploaded. Eli from Pokemart USA confirming and reiterating basically what Pokedanny had said. That led to Pokéne apologizing and, you know, doing a formal like donation to Pokedanny. Let me see if we can find that here. This led to a donation of Pokéne going over to Danny's page and throwing $300 on her behalf to the community for her to give away or build something or buy something or whatever she wanted to do. Pretty cool. It says, sorry for being an ASS in my last video. Buy something nice for your community on my behalf, Pokéne. So Pokedeals Danny then goes, you didn't need to do this. I appreciate you taking down the video. I didn't ask for that. And since I would 100% have refused this message at first, I will be giving away this money. To which then Pokéne sent her an additional $200. So pretty cool, you know, making amends and making something out of a bad situation. So now she's going to be giving out a couple $100 to some fans on Twitter. Not bad, huh? And now that we can like kind of look at Pokedanny as a little bit more of a trustable source, we also did see that she posted this regarding PSA. It looks like PSA is now no longer accepting any submissions from Mexico, China, or Canada due to the ongoing tariff situation that is happening in the US. This means that those cards will probably be in a higher value internally here in the United States, obviously because, you know, your average collector in Japan can no longer get a PSA slab graded from, you know, a card that they pulled themselves. They would have to have someone here submit it for them. So pretty crazy stuff going on there. So now we get into another part of the drama. It wasn't just Pokéne and Danny. There was also Nostalgianomics and Anon TCG. So Anon TCG had actually posted like last week that these reprints were coming and that he was like pretty much the first to really be like kind of pushing this narrative. And I was inside Alex's stream and I had said, Alex, what do you feel or how do you feel about the rumblings of these reprints coming? And Alex responded by saying, hey, dude, stop watching people who only want your engagement for like click farming and basically using me as just a way of getting views, right? This led to a non-TCG actually seeing that clip and Alex kind of, you know, dogging on him. And he then uploaded after Pokéne had uploaded being like, oh, look at me, I have been verified and that this is all true. Now understand that this had not come out yet. This was still just all up in the rumor mill. So understandable that everybody would be kind of not sure about these news, especially because we do have a lot of people fomenting false narratives and things that are not true in this market, causing people to make decisions that were not in their best interest. So yeah, here it is. Basically, we do know at this point from multiple sources that it is in fact confirmed that we can expect these boxes to start coming. That goes back to what I was saying earlier with this. We don't have anything on Temporal Forces. Temporal Forces is still sitting on the Pokemon Center. That kind of leads me to believe that Temporal Forces and Paradox Rift will be left behind. So if you do have an opportunity, you should probably pick up some of these products. Not financial advice, just something that I'm kind of feeling. And with that, we enter our final story of the week. And this just came out. Like, it is 6 o'clock right now, and this was an hour and a half ago. I just saw this. But basically, everyone who had gotten booster boxes pre-ordered with GameStop are no longer getting the multiple booster boxes. Instead, they will be receiving one Blooming Waters collection unit. So not incredible, with the Blooming Waters situation if you really wanted the journey together. But I mean, 151 is something that is kind of, proven and not the worst thing to get. Not Cisco. What am I doing? Costco also had something come up that I would like to show you guys. The Costco mini tins are back. It looks like we've seen multiple verified accounts saying, hey, these are sitting in some select Costco's. So the final note for this week, if you get an opportunity, go by your Costco. You might get lucky and see a couple of these mini tins. They are definitely up there in value. I mean, I think last I checked, they're like $130, $140, and these are selling for about $40. And again, it's 151, guys. You can see here, $38.99. This is a steal if you can find it. It is limited to 2 per person, so you do have a good chance of actually getting it. Other than that, that's all I got for you this week. I'll see you guys in the next week. I appreciate you hanging out, and have a great rest of your night or day or morning, whatever time it is for you. I'll catch y'all later. See ya.